Okay.
Okay, so Marsha's like, those are the worst. What sign are you? Gemini?
Capricorn.
Oh, Capricorn. Okay, interesting. 2 earth signs. But she went and did me the favor. I asked her
Yeah.
to do me the favor. But it's funny that you're like,
I just went there this past weekend, and oh my God, my nephews and my kids, they made me. I spent so much money there because they're expensive, but
I was like, ooh.
it was like a huge sugar rush. After that, like they drove me
projection. The cupcakes are not at fault. The sugar and the fact that she had to chase after these kids is the problem.
Yes.
You see how you project? And did you have any participation in raising your siblings?
Yes, my younger brother.
Thread or thread?
Oh my God.
Thread or thread?
You have to.
That's just the reality of it. In everything we say, we do, every person, place, thing, or situation is your conception story, because it's your parents. Any questions on what I've talked about? The Cancer is at home.
Lots of questions.
You have questions?
No.
Ask.
I just.
Let me
I
finish
really
the
want to
meeting.
understand more of the time of birth.
Okay, at the time of birth, your ascendant sign is determined. Okay, your sun is determined by your month, right? If you're a Pisces, so that's your sun. Your moon sign changes every 1 to 2 days. The moon sign changes. But the ascendant is exactly about the birth time. The other thing that determines with the birth time is what house your sun is going to be in. So I know Miss Rapachi's sun is either in her 12th or her 1st house. It's got to be because of the time. But I don't know her ascendant. It has to be a Virgo or, oh my God, a double Virgo. Really? I would need a double Virgo. That would be like having extra teeth and extra intestines and extra everything. Me being hooked up with a double Virgo. But, so I just kind of know because I can picture the chart, but I don't know the times. There are people that know that. I don't know that. So based on your time, your sun falls into a certain house. So for instance, I was born at midnight. I'm a 4th house sun. My daughter's boyfriend, I don't know exactly what time he was born, but he was born between 12 and 2. He's a 4th house sun. So there are times every 2 hours that the sun is in. And that will determine an essence. So the time is important for knowing those sort of things. But you can do a lot without the time, and I'm going to teach you that. Let me just tell you about the mutable cost. Did you have a question?
Yeah, so you said the fixed signs are things that we need in our life to sort of...
In your particular case.
So what if I'm a Taurus but my moon sign is Leo?
What about it?
Because you said they were kind of like...
They're on the same cross, but they mean different things.
Okay.
Your sun is your essence, and your moon is your past. It's what you got up.
Okay, so does it... Because...
And it tells me everything about your mom. And when I see your chart, I'll know if it's on the right or the left-hand side, if it's about your dad's side of the family or your mother in the conception story. I'm going to teach you all my tricks. Don't worry. But please, when I ask questions, you should be able to spit this back at me like this already. Okay? So, immutable, I told you the signs. We give more and take less. So we're out of energy. We're the savior signs, right? Especially the Pisces Virgo axis. That's the real. That's where the whole Virgin Mary story comes from. I'll get into all of that.
That's
Okay.
why my dad died. Shit, he was tired of my mom. I told him so many times to divorce her. I was like, come on, let's go get a friggin' apartment together. I'll cook and clean. But I'm glad he died because of her. Like, I'm so happy. He was miserable. I know he was miserable.
Okay. So we're hearing things there. Major origin story there. Okay. So I want you guys to start thinking and listening when people are just making regular commentary, because you at the beginning, you guys were all oohed and awed. I've given you a lot of my tricks now that you know that I'm not a magician, that you listen and we can hear, just like I heard her take care of her siblings. And she's exhausted. She's the one who needs the sugar. Okay. Any questions on this? So we can get to the model. I'm just gonna write out the steps again and I wanna work the adult.
Going real quick back to how she had a twin, you had a twin, and the whole eating thing. What happens for a miscarriage?
What do you mean, what happens?
Like that baby just got a period?
Well, that's gonna be more of a soul religion
Oh,
thing. I don't wanna get into that.
never mind.
We're not talking about the soul, we're talking just about origin story.
No, I just wanted to know.
So if since that particular fetus is not turning into a 0 to 7, we're just not gonna, we could talk about that after.
No, just wanted.
Any questions on this? I'm gonna erase the board and we're going to do the model.
Do you want me to stop the tape?
Sure. And we'll delete this.